Hi, thank you very much for coming back with us. It's a pleasure to join you. It's a pleasure for you to join us. We're preparing to release another one of our texts, and the proofreaders, people came back. I actually had a student, I don't warrant this, I don't guarantee it, but I've got a student, a university student studying teaching and English Lit, came back and said the book was the best book they had ever read, period. What we have done, one of our archeological studies, scientific studies, biblical studies, we looked at it and said, if the 10 plagues of Moses occurred, as it is written, what are the chances that someone else witnessed the 10 plagues? See, it's kind of a rhetorical question because we know someone else witnessed it. The people of Egypt witnessed it. We know, as a result, just the story of the plagues themselves, that we have hail, we have locusts, we have all these atrocities that occur, and we know that the environment of Egypt was stressed at the time of this interaction. The problem is conventional teaching, preaching, has us teach a kind of God versus the Egyptians versus the people versus. God doesn't hate the Egyptian people. Just, theology does. If you'll look at it from a normal perspective, there was not enough resources in the land for both people groups to survive. The Israelite people and the Egyptian people, according to the biblical story, there was not enough food for them to make it through the year. I submit to you, and this is a really neat perspective, I implore you to take it, or look for it. By sending the Israelite people out into the desert, God saved both the Egyptian people and the Israelite people, because when you separate the masses, it requires fewer resources to maintain them. And when we started taking on that perspective, we realized, hold it. The people of Egypt witnessed this phenomenon. Realistically, as a good manager, Pharaoh would have released these people in order to make better use of the resources and save his people. He would jettison one group, like, go ahead, please leave. And we fail to see Pharaoh as a businessman, Pharaoh as a ruler, Pharaoh as a wise individual. And we fail to stop and think, what would have been the perspective of the people who witnessed it, the people who remained in Egypt? Because, as I've shared in my other videos, the books and everything, the people of Egypt built things that stood the test of time. Unfortunately for us, as we got looking at this, we found the Egyptian recording of the Exodus, of the plagues themselves. The 10 plagues of Moses, in the order they are, would have, in essence, etched the earth, etched history, etched the minds of man for us to confirm the Bible. It's a perfect study, and it works. For the first time in the history of man, we have accurately timelined the time, location, and events of the plagues and of the Exodus. It's an amazing thing. Go to SolomonSeries.com and get the book.